was the superintendent's report.
Yes, Mr. Shipley and members of the board, I'd like to make this general announcement. In preparation for next month, we want the listening audience to note that we only have one regular school board meeting in the month of March, and it will be March 13th. And we have only one meeting in the month of April, and that is, I don't have the date before, but it's the second Tuesday in April. And we want you all to note that, and the reason for the only one meeting in March is because the regularly scheduled meeting will occur during spring break. So we have traditionally not had a meeting during spring break. And the second meeting in April will have to be postponed because it occurs after the election, and the results of the election won't be certified until the first week or so in May. So we want the public to note that there are only two meetings, one in March and one in April.
What's the date?
March 13th.
April 10th? Okay, so it's March 13th and April 10th. Okay? The other part is the board members received tonight a copy of the Waukegan Public Schools Parent and Community Guide. And this guide contains pertinent information about our district and each of our schools. This informative document will be available to members of our Board of Education, to parents who are new to our district, to pastors and churches, as well as to the mayor and city officials, as well as to real estate agents. Additional copies are available for distribution and will be available in the lobbies of the schools and in the lobby of Lincoln Center and in the student support office. Principals will have copies of this document in their building, and the purpose of this document is to provide good public relations and press for our district. You know, everybody's talking about revitalizing Waukegan, and it's not going to happen in a vacuum. It's going to take all of us working together to promote the positive things that are happening here. And our principals have taken it on themselves with guidance to provide a positive viewpoint of all of the things that are happening within their buildings. It gives a little bit about the history of each school, the diversified programs that they have, the number of students that they have in their building, the capacity that they have, the administration, the staff's certifications, as well as the specialized programs that are housed within those buildings. We want to make sure that you're aware that this document exists, and we want to thank the people who made it possible for us to have it. We have some other communications, and it just so happens that ours coincides with the city. And everybody has to market aspects of Waukegan to make certain that a positive and a balanced message goes forward. We received a copy of the DVD entitled Your Key to the City that is available in both English and in Spanish, and the city produced 2,500 copies of this document, and they're asking not-for-profit organizations, schools, churches, and social clubs to show it to their members in the month of February as a part of an educational campaign. I have reviewed the document in its entirety. Waukegan Public Schools is in fact mentioned as a key component of the redevelopment of Waukegan, and we certainly do salute the mayor and the city officials for marketing what Waukegan, the city, has to offer, and it complements our document that we're releasing at the same time about our schools. Those of you who would like to have a copy of this, if you follow me down afterwards, I couldn't bring them up until I got them to the board members and let them see it first, and now that it has happened, we will be distributing these to anyone who wants one. We're also in receipt of a communication from the Harriet R. Tubman Elementary School located in New Orleans, Louisiana. The letter states, "Dear Waukegan Public Schools, on behalf of the students, parents, and staff at Harriet Ross Tubman Charter School, we want to thank you for the generous gift of uniforms and books. Please know that we sincerely appreciate you." We're just so ecstatic to know that those items finally reached their destination. I think Dr. Shipley, Mr. Godin, and Dr. Lampkin were instrumental in ultimately getting these uniforms and books to their destination, and did it at no cost to the district. and the faculty and staff of that school say, your kindness and generosity during this difficult time will be long remembered. Sincerely yours, Patsy Gearing, Principal. That's it.
Thank you.
Oh, and in the packet, Mr. Shipley, we don't have, it's not an action item, but it's on the salmon colored paper in there. And those, that item is the school improvement plans and restructuring. It's the first reading, and it will be brought back to the board for action at a subsequent meeting. A lot of reading, yes.
Next item on the agenda, well, it's pretty much what you've already explained. Is there any old business?
Yes, I have one item I'd like to bring up. Tonight we were having the developer contribution. I wanted to bring up that the solutions of Glen Cora, which we have an agreement with regard to developmental needs. I have noted that we're going to have a foreclosure sale on March the 15th, and part of the announcement, it says that 20% of that development can be occupied and sold to people other than over 55. So I just wanted Mr. Morris to know about that, and perhaps he might want to follow through as to, he might be taking over that development, because we do have a developer agreement with regard to that property. Yes.
It is in bankruptcy.
Yeah, and the notice is that the sale is going to be March 15th, and there's a notice on the property, and there's also one in the newspaper that has noticed.
I think it has to go in front of the city council to have any of the requirements actually raised. Not on the
If they were successful, what would that mean for the school district?
Well, I'm glad to put it. I'm not sure what, at this point, we entered into the agreements, and I've lost track of it. It's kind of dormant, and renegotiated. There's been all kinds of changes in the schools about breaches of contract by the developer and so forth. So whether it's what actions if any have been taken with respect to developer agreements, not putting it on the report back.
Nothing further. Next item will be the legal advisory report. Item A, student discipline.
Right, we have a number of resolutions tonight for action. I think Mr. Henderson has the first one.